Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to go over what's inside my gym bag and what I think you should have in yours. So I'm going to start picking up stuff and go over the purpose it has in being in the bag. First thing you got to have is a gym bag, and this is my 5% Rich Piana gym bag. Rest in peace, Rich. We got the bleach little logo from there from the anime. And then we also got our mouth guards here for sparring or rolling around jiu-jitsu and stuff. I just like to keep those clipped for easy access on my gym bag. But that's the main thing about the bag itself, is there's no other purpose besides to hold my gear. I do like that this bag and other bags that I've used in the past have a second compartment for shoes to kind of keep your main compartment separated from that, because you don't want to be walking around on gym floors and be throwing your shoes in the same bag along with other stuff that you might be consuming or touching a lot. So for me, I like having that second compartment. Moving on, we got our tripod. So I usually don't take this unless I know that I'm going to be going heavyweight or I'm going to need this tripod. So it usually stays at the house until I feel like I need it, and then I'll throw it in the gym bag. Or even if I think I need it, I'll throw it in the gym bag. And having one like this is really easy to break down and kind of get in a little bit smaller, more compact frame to be able to fit in something that size. Because this gym bag is relatively small for some of the bags I've seen. I also like having a smaller gym bag because I want to keep my bag close to me throughout the gym, especially if I'm carrying one of these. Now this is my concealed carry weapon. I like having this in my gym bag when I'm in the gym. If I'm in an unknown area or I feel like I need a weapon, I'll put this in my gym bag, and this gym bag is now a part of my body. It will not leave my sight. And when this is in my gym bag, you're gonna make sure your gym bag is within hand's reach, with at least 5 feet of your working area. So if you move around the gym, this bag moves with you. You do not want to leave your firearm unattended in the gym, especially if someone's just going to steal your bag or be rummaging through it if you leave it unattended. Now, is it a necessity to have that? No. Is it peace of mind? Yeah, especially in some areas where you may be working out, unfamiliar with the area. Especially for women, I recommend, always having a way to de-escalate a situation or ensure your safety. So regardless, I just want to throw that in there. It's a little bit different. Now that we got safety covered, let's move on to our more common items, such as our deadlift straps. Pretty self-explanatory. These are weightlifting straps, going to help increase your grip and reduce grip fatigue. And then we got our pre-workout of choice. I like just keeping this stuff in the bag at all times. We got gym chalk when we need it. Usually I'm not deadlifting unless it's here, but in those scenarios where I will be deadlifting with slicker bars, this is definitely a must. Moving on to another thing I keep in my bag at all times is ammonia tablets or smelling salts. You never know when you might feel like you're going to hit a PR, so it's always good to keep these on hand just for those moments where you go down to the gym and you're like, damn, this is moving really good, and you just need a little bit of an extra edge. So by having these in your bag at all times, you'll always ensure that you're never missing a PR, because some days you may need those smelling salts. If you don't have them in your bag, you might miss that PR. One of my most recent additions are these electrolyte pouches. Normally I don't use these, but if I feel like I haven't drank enough water throughout the day, I might pop one of these in my blender bottle before I head to the gym, and that way I know for a fact that I'm getting a little bit more sodium, a little more electrolytes in to ensure that I'm ready for my workout. Now for injury and recovery, I like having one large ace bandage, one medium, and one smaller that's also quick wrap where it's just Velcro, so I can just slap this on. And by having these in the gym bag, I know that whether I'm in the gym or not, if I'm experiencing muscle discomfort or soreness, if I need a little bit of compression and relief, these bandages are always going to be in that gym bag. Now these are a recent addition. These are wrist wraps for bench press. I normally never use wrist wraps. My girlfriend works at the gym and wound up picking these up for free, so I thought, why the hell not just throw them in my gym bag? If you like using wraps, there's nothing wrong with them. And if you're going to like using them, then you're going to need them, so throw them in your bag. Now this item kind of lends more towards power lifters, and these are going to be your knee wraps. I like having a pair of just regular knee wraps in my gym bag at all times in case I feel like going heavy on squat, or if I feel like I'm going a little too heavy for my knees that day, or my knees feel a little off. I normally never use them, but when I do, they're also going to just provide a little extra support for my knees and a little bit of peace of mind for when I'm going up heavier weight. Now for one of the main things you're going to definitely need is your blender bottle or water bottle. You're going to have something to be able to shake up your pre-workout in unless you're dry scooping, and if not, you're going to need something for water. One good thing about having a reusable water bottle is you're decreasing the amount of waste that you're producing. So if you were using just regular plastic water bottles, you'd be going through cases of those really frequently, especially if you're hitting the gym regularly. And another thing is you can fill these up more than what a water bottle would take, so you're not having to carry around 2 bottles. You can just have one that's a little bit bigger and have a little bit more water in just one container. So that's another advantage of having a reusable water bottle. Another thing you got to have is your belt. Bodybuilder, powerlifter, weightlifter, mostly everybody in the gym that's touching a little bit of heavier weight especially more than what they're used to, is going to need a weightlifting belt, not only ensure safety, but also help support your form throughout the lift. Another thing I recommend, if your gym bag is moving into your house, because sometimes I like bringing my gym bag in the house, if I have any electronics in it, or I want my pre-workout to come in with me, make sure the humidity's not getting into it, making it clump up too quick. I like bringing my gym bag inside the house. But one thing I recommend for those that are taking theirs in and out of the house is if you have an extra weightlifting belt, whether it's an older one or you bought a new one and now you have an older one, you definitely need to put that in your trunk, because there has been a couple times where I have forgot my gym bag and it's a day I've needed a belt. And it's also wise, if you have some extra flat shoes or you buy new deadlift shoes or platform shoes, maybe throw in those old squat deadlift shoes in the back of your trunk, even if they might be worn out. If you can still just throw them on, it's better to have something than nothing. And half the time, we're not going to go back to the house just to pick those up because we already drove 50 minutes to the gym. Now, speaking of platform shoes and deadlift shoes, these are the ones I use that are Converse, and I've already spoke on this in another video, but I think these are the most cost-effective weightlifting shoes, because most of the ones you look at now are $100, $150. These are only $50. Sometimes on clearance you can get them down to like $25. It's crazy. And they're high top, so they got a little bit of ankle support right here. They're lighter weight too, which is really nice, and they're flat. So I love these on deadlift, and I love them on squat. Now moving on, if you like doing boxing or martial arts like I do, you're going to wind up rotating these in and out of your bag. I like keeping these at the house because I want them to air out. If I feel like I leave them in the bag, sometimes the sweat can kind of build up in them, and it can cause them to wind up developing an odor more quickly. And in some cases, if I was to leave them down here, let's say in the gym where the humidity's not controlled, temperature's not controlled in the gym down here, you can have mold grow on it. So I like making sure these are inside and being brought in with me. That way they can be aired out properly. But when I'm going to the gym, these are like the last minute items I do throw in my bag. One other thing I have seen in other gym bags is a phone charger. If you find yourself being by a wall outlet a lot or being at one place for a long period of time, some people like charging their phones, or a portable battery bank in their gym bag. I personally don't feel like I need one because usually I'm driving in my car a little bit before I wind up heading to the gym, and my phone's usually having a chance to be charged throughout the day. However, if that wasn't the case, I didn't have a portable charger in my backpack for school, I would definitely have one in my gym bag. Some people like having a more minimalistic gym bag than I do. I kind of like being prepared instead of being there and being like, damn, I really wish I had that. But if you feel like I missed anything or you got another item in your gym bag that I didn't show, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And you know, maybe it's something I need to add to my bag. I hope this video was informational to you. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful morning, wonderful night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.